let's have a look at this example here. James is inviting 30 friends to a party. So that's James plus 30 people. So he calculates that each person will drink 1,800 millilitres of soft drink. How many litres of soft drink must he buy? Okay, so we're going to start with 1,800 millilitres for each person. Now, don't forget there's 31 people, including himself. So if we multiply those on our calculator, 1,800 times 31 people, you get 55,800 millilitres. Okay, now, the question wants to know how many litres. So make sure you underline what you're looking for. We're going into litres now. So when we go from millilitres to litres, we're going to a bigger unit. So that means we're dividing. And milli is 1,000, so we're dividing by 1,000. So 55,800 divided by 1,000 on your calculator will give you 55.8 litres of soft drink. Now part B says, if James intends to buy 2-litre bottles, those really big bottles of drink, how many bottles must he buy? So to do this question, we have to look at how much we need, which is 55.8 litres that we found in the previous question. Divide by the 2 litres and just see how many lots of 2 litres go into that volume that we need, okay? Or the capacity that we need, because it's in litres. All right, so if we get our calculator and do 55.8, divide by 2, you're going to get 27.9 bottles. Now remember they're 2-litre bottles of soft drink. So when you go to the shop and you want to buy this, are you able to buy 27.9 bottles? No, you're not. So you have to make a decision what to do here. Now, if we just do normal rounding to the nearest whole number, because of the 9 here being 5 or more, this will go up to 28 litres. 28 bottles, sorry. But even if it didn't, if that had said 27.1 bottles, would you round it off and say, let's just buy 27 bottles? Well, maybe you wouldn't, just assume that people will drink a little bit less. But if you were going to really stick with what you were thinking, you would actually have to go up. You would have to round up and buy the 28 bottles and have a little bit left over. So just remember, when you're doing a question like this, you're always going to round up. You're not rounding off, you're rounding up, because you're always going to have a little bit left over, but you don't want to run out and have not enough. All right, and that will happen when doing questions to do with carpet or tiles or anything like that. There's always going to be a little bit left over. All right, you'll see around places where they're finished doing a renovation, they'll have a little bit of leftover carpet or tiles. Okay, so we're having a look at question 3 here. So a fish tank is a rectangular prism. Now when they tell you a shape, you should try and draw it if you can. Okay, so we know it's got a rectangular base. We're making it into a prism. Okay, and they've told you the dimensions here. All right, so it's going to be 60 centimetres long, 30 centimetres wide, and 40 centimetres high. So that's our fish tank. We're finding the volume of it. Now we've done this before. So the volume of a rectangular prism is length times breadth times height. So we're going to put those numbers in. So we've got V equals 60 times 30 times 40. And we're going to go to our calculator and work that out. So you can work that out on your calculator. 60 times 30 times 40. And you'll end up with that many centimetres cubed. Okay, 72,000 centimetres cubed. Okay, so that's our volume. Remember, if it was capacity they wanted, then we would give a liquid measurement, but we're just going to keep it at 72,000 centimetres cubed. Now, the next question says, how many litres? So this is where you're going to have to change this to a liquid measurement. So we're going to write down 72,000 centimetres cubed. I'm going to change that to a liquid measurement first. And I know that it's going to be easiest for me to change that into milliliters. So, think about what I told you in the last video. 1 centimetre cubed holds 1 milliliter. Remember the little centimetre cubed, 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre, holds 1 milliliter. So it's 1 for 1. So 72,000 centimetres cubed will be 72,000 millilitres. Now the question wants litres, so we're going to go to litres now. We're going to convert from millilitres to litres. We're going to a bigger unit. So we're going to divide by, remember our prefix, little milli is 1,000. So we're going to do 72,000 divided by 1,000, and you're going to end up with a final answer of 72 litres. So good luck with your homework. You make sure you practice it and show all your steps in your working, all of it. Okay? See you next time.